So there are two types. There are two types of leaders. There are some people, when they become managers or they become leaders, they become enlightened, right? Someone who's enlightened as a manager or as a leader, if you're enlightened, then that means that you are open to constructive criticism. You're open to feedback. You actually have an open door policy. You're willing to listen to the people that you work with, right? And you consider yourself as a part of a team. You don't see yourself as better than people. You don't talk down to people. You're a part of the team. You're part of the organization, and you're visible. You're out there. You're working. You're doing the job. You're an enlightened leader. You have an open-mindedness that says, hey, if you've got the best solutions, bring them to me. It doesn't have to come from me, right? You don't have that kind of ego where you have to be right all the time. But what happens is when some people become managers or leaders, they become elite. Now, elite is different to enlightenment. When you are elite as a leader, you believe you're better than everybody else, that no one can tell you anything. You want to check people, but no one could check you. You always know, you're always right, and you hate to say that you're wrong. You would never admit that you're wrong. You always try to pass blame onto someone else if you're the one who should perhaps be directly responsible if something was to happen. You say you have an open door policy, but a leader who's elite doesn't really have an open door policy. They have an open door to listen to the things that they want to hear, right? But not what they need to hear. And that's a difference between someone who's enlightened and someone who is elite. Those are the two different types of leaders: the enlightened leader and the elitist leader. And so which one, if you're a manager or you're consider yourself to be in some sort of leadership position, then which one are you? Are you the enlightened leader, or are you that elitist leader, right? The one who talks down to people or whatever the case is. And you could tell the difference. Look around in your organization, right? And look carefully at how people talk to people, how people treat people, how people interact with people. And you could tell whether or not you have an enlightened leader, somebody who's open, willing, listen, ready to learn, or the elitist leader, the person who believes that they're better than everybody else and they alone know what is best.